and welcome to the Bot Box. Excuse the sniffle, the nose, I've got a minor cold at the moment. It's been a while since we talked about the featherweights of Series 1 of Robot Wars. Time to change that. As we talk about Cunning Plan, and yes, that name is a Blackadder reference. Cunning Plan is a small silver-coloured double wedge with a little University of Reading sticker on top. Cunning Plan had no weapons aside from the wedges, and the sticker got listed as a weapon. It made its debut in Series 1 of Robot Wars, landing in a Heat D, being a featherweight, and of course, it had to take on the gauntlet. Cunning Plan got out of the little carousel and went for the maze option on the left. Well, the right on the screen. It got through the maze after a tricky start, but waited long enough to get through the drill section for Matilda to show up and try and cause trouble. Basically trying to stop Cunning Plan from getting through the drills. Cunning Plan got through and faced the spikes, but got through that. Basically just waited for the spikes to go down and went across. Made it to the end zone and drove into the wall. In fact, part of Cunning Plan was through the wall. It was essentially a fence. So that put Cunning Plan through to the trials, which that week was stock car. Cunning Plan got off to a not bad start, ramming Saturn into a wall and rescuing the Demolisher, which had been flipped. Cunning Plan made steady progress and took the lead when the Demolisher tripped over when it took a corner too tight. And on the third lap, the race being to get who gets through 3 laps the quickest, rescued the Demolisher and still won stock car. So that meant Cunning Plan got through to have an actual battle against spherical wedgebot bugs, which is going to be another interesting one to describe. Cunning Plan missed bugs on its first charge, but managed to get underneath bugs on the second attempt, and then bugs drove over an arena grill and got stuck. Despite the best efforts of Dead Metal, bugs could not get free. So Cunning Plan went through to the heat final to face the Demolisher, a rammer, essentially. The Demolisher backed away to try and avoid Cunning Plan, but Cunning Plan got in underneath the Demolisher and turned it over very quickly. So that sent Cunning Plan through to the Grand Final, where it faced Rammer Robot the Bruce, Spikebot Tracy, Saw-wielding Wedgebot Roadblock, Flippery Cyclops, and Spike, Saw, Hammer, whatever weapon it was wielding, Bot Body Hammer. And all of them were way bigger than Cunning Plan. Most of them were heavyweights, aside from Tracy, which was a middleweight. Cunning Plan got off to a fast start but went out of focus, appearing when Body Hammer gave a shove. Cunning Plan then hit Robot the Bruce and Roadblock before Tracy tried to drive over Cunning Plan. Cunning Plan could not move with 52.9 kilograms of Tracy on top of it. Tracy couldn't move because Cunning Plan was keeping Tracy's wheels off the ground. So, with one having a heavy weight on top of it and one with no way of moving about the dance floor, both were taken out. So I guess to 5th. Cunning Plan did not return for Series 2. It was a featherweight, and Series 2 went exclusively to heavyweights. Its team of 1 did return with a new robot, Griffin, which I talked about way back in episode 62. its script is even written in the same book as Cunning Plan's. Cunning Plan did not need weapons. It did well to win its heat, but against 4 heavyweights and a middleweight, it stood no chance in the grand final. In a featherweight only competition, Cunning Plan would have done just fine. And it's a case of, with Cunning Plan, the robot it was most closest to resembled amongst the other grand finalists was Roadblock, the champion. Not bad. But it was a very small fish in a very big pond, and let's put it this way, weight classifications exist for a reason, people. However, Cunning Plan still exists. Not bad. So, who's next? Taiki, I'm not very well, so please be kind. I have a stuffed nose, I have a slightly sore throat. Please be kind. I do not want to have this talk for 7 years. This is a pun, it's called Miss Isle, as in two separate words. It's a pun. Until next week, Callison244, out.